defend. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody weaker. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
I'm Teofimo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game, Mr. Takeover. Shout out to BN Boxing News.
Hey, girls, continue. I've been Westway champ of the world. Everybody go follow BN Boxing News.
Greetings, boxing fans. Y'all already know what it is. It's the Nick with BN Boxing News coming at you with another one. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, just been watching this George Kambosos bullshit, man. Let me put on my little hat, you feel me? Been watching this George Kambosos shit, man. Really pissed me off. It's really pissed me off, but let me get right to it. Because y'all already know I got to go to work tomorrow. I'm in the healthcare industry, baby. I got money to make. But I come on here because I love talking about boxing and want to just talk to y'all about some things right quick that I think is important pertaining to George Kambosos. You know, that's just the deal. Let me say this. George Kambosos, who's coming off an awesome fight, defeating Teofimo Lopez. I mean, he has some clout right now, right? Because of his victory. He ended up winning the IBF, lightweight IBF, WBO, and WBA lightweight championship belts. And I think it's called a French fry belt, WBC French fry belt. So he got all four of those belts. And he lacks one more belt to become undisputed. While we speaking about undisputed, let me show y'all who have been undisputed in the past. And because I know we have this controversy about undisputed, and you will see that Teofimo Lopez has never been undisputed. If you look right here, the last person to become undisputed was Josh Taylor in 2021, right? Alexander Usyk was in 2018 in cruiserweight. Terrence Crawford in 2007 in super lightweight. Jermaine Taylor 2005 in middleweight, and Bernard Hopkins, because Jermaine Taylor took his belts right in the middleweight in 2005. So those are the five in the full belt era that has been undisputed. Nowhere on there you see Teofimo Lopez's name. Nowhere on there you see George Kambosos, okay? So now that we got that out of the way, let's say this. Right now, George Kambosos got the clout. George Kambosos, he is the man, all right? En route to undisputed. There's one last piece in order for him to become undisputed, and Devin Haney has that belt. Devin Haney has that piece. He has to fight Devin Haney in order to become undisputed. And prior to defeating Teofimo Lopez, he was talking all that jazz about, if he wins, he will fight Devin Haney. He wants to fight Devin Haney. He was Devin Haney this, Devin Haney that. And even after his bout with Teofimo Lopez, when he became unified champion, he told Devin Haney, I will fight you on one condition. You come to me. Okay? Devin Haney going to him and fight him in his country. And Devin Haney said, man, I'll fight you in Jupiter. I'll fight you wherever. So, and since then, I mean, he's been on the zone. He's been everywhere just talking and telling everybody he wants to fight Devin Haney next. But as it seems, his agenda has changed, which is really bothering the fight fans. We want to see undisputed. We want to see George Kambosos versus Devin Haney. I want to know who is the best out of those two fighters. I want to know who is the best in that division. Those two guys got the belts. Fight, have all the belts, and then fight whoever else you want to fight. Whoever the winner is can fight whoever they want to fight, or let all of the belts go, and then they can start over, and everybody can fight for them. That has to happen. George Kambosos, as of lately, has been backpedaling, and it's becoming an issue because I expected him to be a man of his word, and he hasn't. This is something that he recently tweeted, and it really got me upset. George Kambosos, right, said, you and your team, and he said this to Devin Haney, you and your team know exactly how to make it happen. Maybe sell some of your jewelry to help with that. You don't have to go to Jupiter, brother. Just 8,000 plus miles across the Pacific down under. And Devin Haney said he would do that. Devin Haney replied to him and said, yeah. We all know you want a bidding war, but you know who really putting up the money. You said I would be next, so keep that same energy. And that's where I'm at. I'm with Devin Haney. Keep that same damn energy, George Kambosos. If you do not fight Devin Haney, you are a fucking duck. You have to fight Devin Haney for undisputed. All this bullshit about going and fight Lomachenko, go and fight Tank Davis, go and fight some unnamed person that no one knows, you will be a fucking duck, and no fight fan will respect you and will fuck with you. Okay? So that's what has to happen. This is what you have to do. You have to. Nobody knew you prior to fighting Teofimo Lopez. Okay? Let me not say nobody, but hardly, anyone knew you. The casuals definitely didn't know you, but the casuals know you now. Stamp your name. Remember, whoever loses that particular fight between George Kambosos and Devin Haney, there's no losers. You still get clout. You still get that respect just for going in that ring and doing what you're supposed to do. If you think you can beat Devin Haney, go in there and fight him. I hate the whole point that it seems as if Devin Haney's being freezed out, okay, of the lightweight division. He's fought some of the best fighters. I mean, his last fight against Jojo Diaz wasn't an easy fight for him, but he made it look easy. Shouts out to Jojo Diaz. I'm now a fan of his. You see how he got love for doing what he was supposed to do? And that's what we expect from you, George Kambosos. So, pictures like I posted, all right? That will be the pictures that I will continue to post until you announce that you're going to fight Devin Haney. That fight has to happen. We want it to happen, and we respect it to happen. We expect it to happen, okay? So, like I said, enough of the trolling, enough of all of the Twitter wars, enough of all the bullshit. Devin Haney should be next, undisputed, and then after that, you can go fight anybody you want to fight. Sky's the fucking limit, okay? That's just what has to happen. Initially, you already said Teofimo Lopez was not undisputed. He was a unified champion. And from nowhere, you came back. Now you all on your tags, you got that you were undisputed. Dude, you're not undisputed. You're a unified champion. That franchise belt does not consider, it's not a real belt to where it makes you undisputed. Devin Haney has that belt that makes you undisputed. Go get that fucking belt, man, from Devin Haney and become undisputed if you really want to become undisputed. If you really want to make history. Okay, if you really want to make history, go get that belt from Devin Haney. Stop with the bullshit, all right? I already showed y'all the last undisputed person was Josh Taylor in 2021 in super lightweight division, which is 140 pounds. 135 lightweight division hasn't had any undisputed champions in a full belt era. So I put it out there, and I expect to see, and as a fan, I expect to see George Kambosos hold his word. And that's just what it is, and that's just how I feel. You know, George Kambosos will be held to high regards by all of his fight fans. You know, this is the last thing we saw you do, bro. Go in there and do it again. Let us know that that's not a fluke. You know, this is you against Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez had the opportunity to fight Devin Haney, and he ran. And he fought you, which everyone, and even including himself and his camp, thought was a lesser opposition. George Kambosos, do not go out there and think you're going to find a lesser opposition and then get blowed out like Teofimo Lopez. Do not end up like that. You know, because then you get no props. Whereas if you fight a guy like a Devin Haney and you lose to him, you still get mad love, mad props, mad salute. That's just what it has to be. I mean, this fight has to happen. We want to see Undisputed. As a fight fan, as a loyal fight fan, I will be at the fight. So with that being said, shouts out. You know, I already said what I had to say. And just want to see Devin Haney and George Kambosos do what they're supposed to do. It has to happen. And enough of the bullshit. Enough of, you know, all this Twitter wars, Instagram wars, and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, this is Nick with Being Boxing News. Thanks for everyone that joined me today and clicked on the link. Just make sure you hit the like button. If you hadn't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell-shaped icon, okay? And let it be. It's going to be what's going to be, man. It's going to be what's going to be. All good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace, and we out.